Hello, people of the internet, and welcome back to the Forever World. Now, a few things I do want to say before anything. You may notice there's a few things around which weren't there last time, and that's because of this fun thing called I don't know how to install replay mod because I don't know what's wrong with installing FFmpeg, and I've looked at 20,000 tutorials, so I've switched to using Flashback as per the suggestion of my dear friendo Megateca. And so basically everything is going to be time-lapsed from now on when it comes to this kind of building thing, but there's going to be a few areas, so I just want to go over it quickly because I can't 100% remember what I covered in the last video, because I'm pretty sure I ended up off pretty early. So we have another cat. Still don't know what to name either of them. But we've got these wheat fields over here, and just some kind of hedgerows, as you do. And over here we've got the little wall, some peonies. This is where literally all of my bone meal went, as well as over here. Because one thing I kind of like the texture of sand, but also to me white concrete powder and sand blends quite well to kind of make a white shoreline, and this could be the wet stuff, whatever. And also saves the concrete powder turned into concrete. We've got a little rock pool over here, blah blah blah, all interesting stuff. And then we've got this, which, I mean, you could probably guess is supposed to be a palm tree, but I have no idea how to build a palm tree. So if anyone knows, yeah, feel free to to correct it. It's mainly the leaves. It's mainly the leaves, I'll admit. Yeah, we've farmed quite a bit, if you couldn't tell. And over this way, I did record a little bit of this, just as a general recording, because originally episode 0/episode 1, I guess, the first episode, was supposed to be way longer, because it kind of started off as just build a house, just set up a base, and then, kind of start off the world, and then it kind of evolved into this, I just wanted to keep playing, and so I was recording while playing, but I didn't really have a goal, so I was just doing stuff. We've got a noise generator. I've got my passive animal sounds down to 5% because of how loud that is usually. And then over here we've got the docks, some wood in there, and some areas where we're going to build some kind of housing. And and here I think we have the spoils of our journeys, and that's why we've got sand, because we traveled a while because there's not really any sand around here, which is just great. So the goal of today's video is I actually want to get started on some proper projects. Now, before anything building wise, kind of majorly, I do want to kind of train this area out and just make it a bit more intriguing, a bit more friendly to build in, and also just to complement it so I'm not training afterwards and having to replan things or whatever. I'm actually planning this, which is something I am terrible at, so quite frankly, there's a decent chance a lot of this is just going to be sporadic, but I'll try my best. But yes, start off with, we need to get this area over here more sandy. Okay, so we've got this kind of beach area down here going, and I know I did have a little bit before. Unfortunately, we've kind of run out of gravel, so I've had to be very sparing with the white concrete, as over there I kind of spammed it, in here it's very sparse, but it's fine. I'll just say it's for texturing, and pretend I'm going to remember to do the rest later. But for now, I also thought it'd be kind of important to work on more kind of pathways, I guess. So because of my lack of gravel, I can't really use coarse dirt, but I do want to at least lay out the path. So we've got a pathway, of course, here, which is a bit more textured than the rest, and that one heads off towards the village. But it'd be cool if they kind of divide off and they have, their different routes. So we have this one started here, and I want this one to head just past the peonies, kind of just next to it, towards my house and towards the bridge there, and it will connect up there. Because I think that may just kind of connect this little world we're building just a bit more. We may add lanterns in the future and such, just to kind of liven it up. But I just think this allows us to kind of segment the area we're using a bit better. And also, you know, just it looks nice, I guess. Even though for the most part we don't really use the pathways too much, it looks nice. And when we get an elytra, we're definitely flying over it. You know, we'll ignore that. Right. So let's go on with that. Alright, okay. So, just a few things quickly. You may be wondering, hey, why do you have exactly 7.5 levels? Well, let me answer that for you. I left the game running, and a zombie may have crept up behind me while I was AFK and ended my life. So, that may have potentially affected things just a tiny bit, you know, level wise, I guess. I don't know. But yes, no, my point is mainly we've got the beach terrain down to just here, and some of the main things I want to do is kind of this terrain here is not like too flat nor too hilly, but it's not great for building. So what? Okay, hang on a second here. Time machine, right, with a with 1p, okay. And we need to redstone overload. To overload redstone, one must have activated redstone stuck with a lightning rod, lightning from a copper lightning rod crafted with 3 pure copper ingots, obsidian lit, I don't know what that means, and glowstone. Okay. It's a single player world. I'm certain. Well, if I'm being honest, I didn't really want to train, so we might go and do this. Right, in this bundle, we have everything we will possibly need. And I mean, where else better to build it than, I guess, out in the open? Because it does need to be struck by lightning, after all. So we will... There's not really much elevation here. We will do it here, I guess. Seems like an appropriate place. So we're kind of freehanding this, I guess. And these are our materials. This is it, I guess. This is our little time machine. It's not raining. It did say it needed to be struck by lightning. Got some fire over in the distance. That's always a good sign. Right. Well, I guess we wait for it to start raining and hope it thunders. I'm gonna just go inside and AFK then. And watch someone react to other people's videos so I don't feel like I'm alone while doing it. Alrighty. It appears there's a stormy night, which means we've got to go over here. Oh, we've got some creepers. I'm just gonna avoid those. Get in here because I mean. Oh, okay. Maybe we can't avoid them. Oh, I'm so cooked. That was my 1.9 PvP right there. Okay, okay. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. Okay. I guess we just have to wait for thunder to strike. Bit anticlimactic. Oh! Oh, well, it appears we've spawned in a bit further back than we meant to go. quite a bit further back. Well, this is distressing. Mainly because all the blocks we've just used don't exist anymore. So I'm gonna need to figure out how to get back. Back to my own time. I think the key to me returning back to my own time would probably be somehow constructing a makeshift time machine to hop forward. But I don't know yet. I don't know how we would do that. I know we have iron in this version. All the way back in Alpha Minecraft. Got some coal here. But other than that, I honestly have not the slightest clue how we're going to survive. Right. So, if my theory is correct, we could potentially cryogenically freeze ourselves for long enough to get ourselves back to our own time. Now, how we're going to do this is we're going to hopefully be able to get our hands on some ice and freeze ourselves in that ice. Alright, a shovel. And then, when we're frozen in there, time will hopefully pass by us and will push us forward a few versions. Well, more than just a few. Minecraft Alpha was a little while ago. We've got some chickens and cows and stuff over here. Fortunately, they don't really drop too much useful. Actually, well, cows do, because they'd still drop leather. In this version, I'm pretty sure, yeah. So I think we'll set up a little base here, temporarily at least. And with that, we'll just have kind of an area, because I'm pretty sure if we die, we respawn here, because there's no way to set our spawn right now. So we'll bunker down here for the night, which I don't know when it's coming. Okay. Yeah, sun's pretty low in the sky, so we're going to want to make a little shack as quickly as possible. It's not even crouching in this version, that's how ancient it is. Okay, just barely enough, and we're able to make it. We'll have our entrance here, and place down the classics. Down here, we'll craft iron pickaxe, I suppose. There's not much else to do during the night other than just mine, I guess. So we're gonna go down here. The thing is, I can't hear any of the mobs. This is what's terrifying, and it's so dark. And my days, I really just got like watch your backs. But there is so much iron in this cave, and it's kind of hard to turn down. Now this is back in the version where armor's kind of a lot worse because it's based on durability and not at all based on the rarity of the material. And of course, like, high durability lasts longer, but leather armor can be significantly stronger and like better protecting than even diamond because of that factor. So it's really wacky. This is not a good situation to be in. Not in the slightest. Hopefully we can get some resources for our trouble. Well, we've got some redstone. I'll take some redstone, sure, why not? I don't think it serves too much of a purpose, but I'll take it anyway, just because, you know, what else are we to do while we're down here? Oh, gold. Hand in hand, usually. Remember back in these versions, you would sometimes like get all of the ores chained together. You'd get like you'd see a bit of lapis, and then behind that would be redstone. And then there'd be like some iron and coal, and you'd mine that, and you would see like a diamond or two, and there'd be like a little bit of iron on the side. That was always a nice little fun find. I remember finding that all the way back in the pocket edition of the game. So that tells you how long ago that was. I remember, I don't know for what reason, but a little personal story here. When I was younger, I was convinced that emeralds, holy moly, I was convinced that emeralds were a creative mode only item. And I don't know why, but it was because up until that point I had not seen an emerald, in survival mode. And right as I was actually saying that to one of my siblings, I was playing the game, and I looked up in the mine I was, in, and I saw an emerald ore, and I was so excited I actually like nearly dropped my phone. Oh, we're gonna. Okay. Well, that did not go too well for us, did it now? Nevertheless, another day, another dollar. We got some emeralds here. That's it's always fun to find. It's like a volunteer, and he's like, pick me, pick me. Come on. Come here, buddy. Yeah, there we go. Mobs are luckily a lot dumber in this version. But wow, okay, do they have very little cooldown on how fast they can attack you. Oh, where did he even come from? I did not even see him. Oh, there is definitely like a spawn or something in that direction. Just gotta play it safe here, because I don't want to die. Had to reload my game there for a second, but we're back. Think it's probably time we get out of this cave. We've got enough iron to last us, and some gold and redstone just in case. Oh, but there is a bit more. It's just a bit more, okay. If we're quick. Mobs don't spawn on top of us, we should be fine. Especially because they can pin you against walls. The insanity of how quick they can attack is actually crazy to me, because, like, in a version where you can't really, like, hit them without, like, them hitting you as well, so it just is really hard to attack. Like, I saw smoke from the torch and got panicked. Like, I went paranoid for a second. Just, like, do that. But yeah, no, just like the fact that their reach is pretty much about the same as yours, I'm pretty sure, in this version, kind of makes it slightly unfair to go into a boxing match against a zombie, because they will always be able to hit you back. Which is not too pleasant. I mean, definitely makes for a harder game, so maybe some people enjoy that. Like, look at that guy down there. Don't want him seeing us, so we're just going to go up here. And I suppose we'll find the exit to this cave somewhere. Maybe, please. It's got to be somewhere around here. I believe it's somewhere in one of these water streams. Well, that's dirt. Hopefully that is surface, and also hopefully that is the surface during the day. Oh. Right underneath some water. This is not too good for us. There we go. Oh, okay, it is during the day. Look at that, we've got some cows everywhere. We saw some over there earlier when we actually arrived initially. Right. So, I think the next order of business is probably to make our way to where there is some ice. To get ready to encase ourselves. We'll get some leather so we can make some armor for the journey. Make it a little bit easier on ourselves. We're gonna get geared up for battle using these cattle. Really? Really? Out of all of those, we only got 2 leather. That's honestly quite sad. just like slaughtered an entire family of cows purely just to like get like a meager amount of leather. That was a bit upsetting. Hello? I don't remember making that. Get some picks quickly. Yeah, I don't remember making this at all. Nevertheless, we'll use it quickly to run back through the mountain. Intriguing. Right. I'll bunker down for the night. Get the rest of our cooked stone. Just kind of finish building the floor up here because honestly, there is not much else to do. Oh, that was perfect. There we go. Nice little cozy base we've got going on here. I suppose we'll prioritize cooking food first over the iron just so we can have some defensibility. Get a leather cap. Ooh, stylish. Arrows don't really have a use to us, nor does sugarcane. Can you even use sugarcane? Yeah, you can make paper, okay. Pretty sure you can make books in this version. Yeah, you don't need to okay. Well, when eventually we travel forward into the future, they will have books. And we can make and write in and make bookshelves with and all that fun stuff. But for now, we're stuck cooking single pork chops and making them into the texture of beef. Now is going to be the long wait while we wait for the coal. Not the coal, the iron to smelt. Check though, we'll get a bucket. Like having water, you know. Water being what ice is made of and all, will be quite handy to us. Right, we've almost got everything we need. We're just going to need to smelt up some stone and some gold, and we can make a little makeshift time machine, hopefully. Or, well, more, you know, time passerby, I guess, would be more accurate to what it is. And maybe with just a little bit of redstone, it can help keep us in there. We're essentially just making a human refrigerator. Gonna lay it out in my inventory. More or less how we're gonna need to have it made. This is pretty much the way we're gonna have it. Bit of redstone in there. Boom. This is how we're gonna have it, minus the shovel. So this is how we're gonna have it. Hopefully, that will allow us to go forward in time. Now, we just need to go... Oh, hello, creeper. We're just going to need to go and find some ice, which is going to be the biggest part of this journey. We're going to need to say goodbye to our little home we've built here. As fun as it's been staying here. We must go. Goodbye, little home. Goodbye, leafless tree. And treeless leaf. And goodbye, weird tunnel. Gonna leave all of your obscurities behind. Minecraft Alpha. We're gonna venture forth to the future. Eventually, maybe, potentially, hopefully. Alrighty. It appears we have made it to a land with ice. Okay, we can't get out our boat unless we do this. Okay. Huzzah. Rather chilly around here, but probably just due to all the snow everywhere. It's okay. This just means we'll be able to freeze ourselves over and successfully travel forward in time. This almost seems like the perfect spot right here. We'll set up here, and we will just dig 2 down, like so, and create our little encapsulation area in here. It's very rudimentary, but I'm sure it would work nonetheless. No, I guess we'll enjoy one piece of prehistoric pork. Totally not steak. Before we go. Well, this was certainly a fun little journey, but I believe it's our time to go back. I'm feeling a little tired. Well, this seems to be our time. But where are we? That's my question. Where did we end up? Back in our own timeline. Well, that's my nether portal. Oh, okay, and that's the dastard machine. I think maybe it's time we decommission that thing. And, for our own sake, not step back in. It was fun. Just want to make sure it doesn't cause any issues again. So we're just gonna remove anything which could potentially there we go. That seems destroyed enough. I'm too lazy to destroy the rest of it. Well, scare me, bloomin' heck. Well, yes. Here we are. Hopefully the sounds of construction work in the background aren't heard. We're back in our present time. We can finally get on with building in this world. I think we've learned our lesson with messing with time travel. Oh, it feels so good. Let's go to sleep. We can actually sleep now. Oh. Back in a version. Oh, we've got all of our stuff. And fish exists and all of these wonderful blocks. And the ability to shift click items. Oh yes. We are so back.